YouTube, what the crap's going on? Welcome to a big old giant 3v3 battle where we're gonna have Empire, Greenskins, and Clan facing off against vampires, dwarves, and chaos. Chaos has some warriors, halberds, warriors with great weapons, a couple of Forsaken. There's a Warhounds with poison out here that's going to go after these 8-peak loonies, which I don't think will turn out well. There's two Chaos warriors with great weapons back here in the back. Vampires have a mill of skeleton warriors. There's there's a Sternsman up here, Necromancer, Blood Knights, Isabella von Karstein, and then yeah, that's pretty much. So the dwarves in the center have got some Longbeards with great weapons. They're led by Thorgrim, and Thorgrim is backed up by a couple of runesmiths, so should be good against decent or big infantry builds. The Empire build over here is not infantry-centric. It's got a lot of support units like Demigryph Knights with halberds, Light Wizard, General of the Empire on the flying stuff. Back here we do have a Goblobber that's going to be able to do some great work. The gyrocopters here take the engagement right in front of their own thunderers, which was brilliant. The bats are going to get shot to bits trying to do this. So look at this net here, how many dwarves got pinned up in the net. So the Empire is going to do that. The Hammer of Witches firing away. Over here we've got a Goblin Rocklobber and the Hammer of Gore. And this initial fight is going to be Savage Orcs over here versus Chaos Warriors, which won't go great. But then over here it's Black Orcs up against Chaos Infantry, and Black Orcs will absolutely wreck these guys. And we got a lot of good stuff going on over here, except for the fact that the Vampires breaking on through, looking to get behind the Empire, maybe? Yeah, they're going to engage the Demigryph Knights, and there is some infantry support here, so the Demigryph Knights actually pulling back to the help of the guns, which is probably a good call. So a pretty big, pretty furious fight here. Look at this, the Sternsman gets completely shot to crap by the Goblobber. That thing is brilliant, unless you're facing it, and then it's not so brilliant. So the Empire here is getting pooped on pretty hard by the dwarves in terms of their infantry, but that's kind of to be expected. The Empire didn't bring like crazy awesome infantry. Savage Orcs kind of broke as expected, but the Greenskins using these Black Orcs to pretty good effect, though the Chaos Chariots causing a little bit of problem. There's some Boar Biggins that were in the fight. I'm not sure exactly where they've gotten off to. Yeah, there's a few of them over here trying to get rear charges, but now they're getting tied down by halberds, and there's some more Boar Biggins here. The Boar Biggins were used pretty nicely early on in the battle. I missed it. They got rid of some of the Warhounds and other stuff that were there. You see Clan Angrind does lose a couple infantry units to these Graveguard that bust on through. It's kind of surprising to see that, so the Vampire must have gotten some help somehow, because I don't think Graveguard would cut through Longbeards with great weapons. General of the Empire's fleeing right now, so it's not good for the Empire. Thorgrim and his runesmiths are absolutely just hacking their way through. Some handgunners here. Light Wizard's still around, so he's plenty safe, and then the Demigryph Knights are getting back here into some of the dwarf skirmishers, but they're probably going to have to pull back because there's some Chaos Warriors with great weapons. The Thunderers for Clan Angrind have just been working and working. They've finally gotten caught by a few zombies here, but they have been getting some serious work done. You see these guys there, 28 kills, 93 kills on that Thunderer. And this one back here, 10 more kills, so they've been getting some pain in there. The Vampires are feeling it, and then look at these Chaos Warriors with great weapons getting shot in the flank, and then Goblobber. Out here, the Boar Biggins attack the Blood Knights, along with some Demigryph Knights, but with the support of Isabella. Just a difficult fight for them to win. You can see Red Fury being used here, and the Blood Knights making them insanely strong right now. And then the Master of Beguilement used in return on the Demigryph Knights, making them darn near useless. So Isabella's getting some work done. How did she get 161 kills? Good grief. Does she have like Wind of Death or something? Yeah, she does. She must have gotten a Wind of Death off somewhere. That might explain why the Empire or Clan Angrind dissolved so fast. Maybe it was Clan Angrind. I must have missed a Wind of Death. That's unfortunate. I like catching the Wind of Death, but that's the only way that she would have gotten those kills. Look at this, the Thunderer units here that have regrouped. Thorgrim's over here just absolutely getting plastered by the handgunners, so that's a good play. It's a pretty tight battle right now in terms of being a mix-up still. Clan Angrind has their Thane and Belegar, who are basically in perfect health. Thorgrim and these two runesmiths would not be well positioned to fight Belegar and a Thane right now. especially with the support of these handguns. Now there are some quarrelers that came back, and they're doing a good job of getting rid of some of these handgunners. And then over here you can see the Chaos Sorcerer Lore of Death being chased down by the Empire Captain, hit by the Light Wizard, and he's going to be taken off the battlefield. He had just done a Spirit Leech, looks like, on the Light Wizard. Oh, the Warhounds didn't get taken out earlier. Look at him over here cleaning up rusty errors. I'll bet those Warhounds got the artillery piece over here too. Wow, Isabella. Isabella, though. Good health, helping to take out a lot of units. Raised up some zombies over here to keep the Black Orcs busy. And in this fight, it looks like Thorgrim just bought the farm, and his runesmiths are in a bit of rough shape, though the dwarf infantry here outnumbers the Clan Angren infantry, and there's vampire and chaos assistance, so I'm thinking we're going to see Clan Angren not be able to hold out here, but their lord and their thane will survive and be pretty tough. Trying to get rid of the Blood Knights here. They're crumbling, but they're still in the battle. There's a few Demigryph Knights left. A few Orc Boar Boys over here trying to get away from a White King. It's a pretty decent number of Greenskin troops left over here, and then if these two handgunners can stay alive, that'll be a big deal later on. Look at these Thunders back here for Clan Angren just firing away. Zombies finally going to come in and silence them a bit, but Isabella now taking some pretty serious hits. Look at that. Isabella's got 110 armor? Really? For basically being a wizard? That's fantastic armor. Why does she have 100? Why does Isabella von Karstein have more armor than Balthasar Gelt, who literally, like, turned his face into metal? It doesn't make any sense. Like, it's okay that Isabella has armor. I mean, I'm not totally opposed to that, but, like, really, she gets armor and Balthasar doesn't? One of the reasons why Balthasar is so... I think one of the things that can make Balthasar cool, number one, give him armor. Number two, give him some kind of synergy with, like, a steam tank, because he's like the Lore of Metal, or something. And if you made his Plague of Rust spell a special one for Balthasar that's area of effect Plague of Rust, that would be kind of cool, and I think it would actually make Balthasar useful. Because then he would have enough armor to tank out just a little bit, and he would be able to do something useful other than just, you know, like, I mean, Golden Hounds does decent damage, but only if you get it into a big blob. And Plague of Rust is cool, but you can only use it on one unit. And sometimes that's good enough, but most of the time it's not. So it'd be kind of cool if Balthasar had a special version of Plague of Rust that was area of effect. And I think Plague of Rust used to be an area of effect spell. I could be wrong. His Slayers are going to try and intercept these Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Slayer's not going to be meant for anything that... actually, never mind. They're on the same team. My bad. I don't know where the Slayers are going. They're just running across here. Maybe now they're going to go for the Thane, which is, again, an odd target. Isabella, quite healthy, but she's done healing. So there won't be any more healing as she takes any more beatings. The Greenskins, why are they pulling back over here? If anything, you're going to want to rush over here and get into this fight, maybe? While these guys are distracted, use the guns to get in here and do some damage, maybe? Have to watch out for the Quarrelers, of course, but if you could get the guns up onto this little ridge line right there, they could fire down to great effect in here while your infantry was fighting. There you can see them starting to do so, the Dwarf Warriors taking a bit of a beating. It'd be good to see the Quarrelers taken out first, because the Quarrelers can return fire. And over here, some zombies raised up. Isabella's chasing off the Thunders. Finally got rid of pretty much all the Thunders. The Empire General's still alive, and both Demigryph Knights are as well. But very weak. Goblin Archers getting the Slayers. That's a pretty good deal, actually, because the Slayers are unbreakable and they can chase down your skirmishers. So probably a pretty good idea, since the Dwarf players miss microing these at the moment. Belegar, though, look at him just tank away over here. The Dwarf Infantry might come after Belegar, but Belegar is just absolutely tanking it out right now. Now, see, these Quarrelers have turned to shoot at the handguns, and the handguns should have prioritized these guys, and the Demigryph Knights could be putting a little pressure over here right now to keep this from happening, so that these handguns could just keep unloading over here at the enemy infantry from that high ground position. Okay, there comes the net, holding all these guys in place. There comes the return volleys finally on the Quarrelers. We got a few Clan Angler troops trying to come back in. Belegar is still holding out. The Thane's still holding out. I'm surprised these Thunderers aren't trying to get a line on the Thane or help return fire over here. Those Quarrelers are showing their value when it comes to skirmishing. Even though they're being fired at, they are lasting quite a while. Greenskin Infantry looks like maybe it was resting or something. It's coming up. So it looks like it's going to be a pretty tight finish here. Belegar's leadership is still just rock solid. Those two runesmiths are still in there. Isabella's just kind of sitting back, biding her time. She probably doesn't want to get too beat up in this fight, I'm assuming. Slayers are going to get pushed back by Savage Works. It's a good call. Handgunners still have a little bit of ammo. They need to be firing, especially the silver bullets, that magic damage. Yeah, these Thunderers need to be a priority right now, too. Goblin Archers, not the best thing to go after Thunderers. These Thunderers have the shields and stuff, but I guess it's better than nothing, and it poisons the Thunderers. There goes one Runesmith. Isabella has come in, and let's see if she can do enough here to break Belegar. Thane and Belegar in here, so pretty big risk, but the Thane starts to waver. How about Isabella here? Rune of Oath and Steel's working for Isabella, so she now has 140 armor. Good grief. Yeah, those Thunders are getting shot at. Black Orcs down here ought to do pretty good against Slayers, of course. Those Thunders should be out of the equation. Belegar's going to retreat. Really, these skirmishers right now need to focus right here on Isabella. That'd be my thought, at least. Or these Blood Knights, because that's their threat. Because those are both fast-moving units. Is that going to be a net? I think it is. Uh-oh. Oh, but look at that clutch zombie right when she got hit by a net. Isabella puts a zombie down on the handgunners, the silver bullets, too. But their target was the Blood Knights, not Isabella. And then the spearman routed. This handgunner routed up here, and this one. So the net was a nice touch, but it wasn't timed right with the handgunners, and the handgunners got too far ahead of themselves. Trying to clear out the last runesmith over here is the Empire General. Isabella is still going to be in pretty good shape here, and she's been pretty clutch unit. It still says it's a pretty close battle. I mean, you have a Thane here for the home team, Isabella for the enemy team, a few Blood Knights, one runesmith that's about to go down, Belegar is about to die, Empire General is about to die. This is going to be a very close battle. And at this point, in a battle this late, summoned zombies are actually a really big problem. Because it's so many more hit points that your characters have to tank out. Thane's going to get wrecked here by the Blood Knights and Isabella, so he's going to be finished. The handgunners regroup and get one shot off before shattering, and it wasn't quite enough to get rid of the Blood Knights. So Belegar just barely alive over here. Look at that. The net brought in again, but there's... Yeah, the Demigryph Knights will be the follow-up here. They got hit by Master of Beguilement, though. Look at that clutch play by Isabella the whole game. A Wind of Death, Master of Beguilement right when it counts, a zombie right when it counts. That's brutal. Isabella's doing a fantastic job in this battle, almost 200 kills. This is probably the best I've ever seen her used in a battle. It's pretty impressive. She's using the Blood Chalice, which gives her extra vigor. It's not going to heal her at this point, because she's done healing. There's a few shots left in these handgunners. They're going to clean up the rest of the Blood Knights. Isabella, though, really needs to be the main target here. I think that the home team kind of has an advantage now. Especially if Isabella starts getting shot. Look at that, though. Belegar Ironhammer, if he goes here, can Isabella do this? I mean, she's getting hit by Demigryph Knights now. She's in bad shape. I don't see how she can survive that. She's going to bring up these zombies. So Isabella dies, but her summoned zombies are now the only thing that remain. Look at this, everything just routed for the Empire. Because of the fear on the zombies? Are the zombies gonna clutch this out? No, it won't work against the Black Orcs, no way, because these guys have, they're immune to psychology. If they get the Black Orcs to rout, could they do it? With just a light wizard? I mean, the handgunners, would they rout too? Sure that, yeah, okay, Belegar came back, these guys will probably come back, okay. Wow, I thought this battle was about to be decided by a summoned unit of zombies after the lord that summoned them was gone. But it's gonna turn around and the zombies are gonna die now. Wow, that was close. What do you think of that ending? That was cool. How crazy would it have been if those zombies actually won the battle? Wouldn't that be nuts? Absolutely nuts. Let's see if they get Belegar. Probably not, but they might. No, they didn't. Wow. That was fun, folks. That was fun. Really appreciate it being submitted. I guess it was Sikarma probably who submitted it. We had Wetbread, Iflin, sorry. Sir Thorgrim's, Dows, or however you say that, War Slipper. Thanks for playing this, guys. This is a lot of fun, and really appreciate it being submitted. Let's take a look at each faction for the Empire. Like a pretty good performance off those flagellants. That was pretty fun. Wetbread with the Black Orcs here. Heck yeah, black is the new green. And then the Thunderers here for Clan Angren were one of my favorite, and the Goblob are just wrecking the Stearnsmen. Then over here for the Dwarves, look, the Slayers got more kills than I thought they would have, and not bad here on the Longbeards, not bad. Let's move on here to Chaos. Chaos doing some work with these Chaos Warriors with great weapons. Look at that, 2 chevrons. So it must have gotten something important done there. And then Isabella there with the Wind of Death that I missed, apparently. Wow, 199 kills. The Vampire's initial combat didn't go so well for him, but she was a pretty important piece of this battle and really well played by War Slipper with her. So do appreciate that one. Appreciate MSI sponsoring the channel. I actually have some cool stuff coming up from them that I'm going to show you. I'll tell you more about it soon, and I look forward to bringing you all more content. If you enjoy it and you want to see more, I suggest you subscribe so it'll keep you up to date with the newest videos. You can do that by clicking the logo in the bottom right hand corner. Helps me out a lot. And you can always feed me comments about what it is you want to see, so I know what to show you. And I'll be looking at some more polls and stuff soon so that you all can help give me an idea what you want to see next. Do appreciate you being here. Hope to see you next time. HeirofCarthage, signing out.